We all want animals in shelters to be treated humanely until a new home can be found for them. But the Pflugerville Animal Shelter says they've outgrown their operation and need a bigger facility. KXAN's Ignacio Garcia shows us the city's multi-million-dollar solution that will likely go before voters this November.
Rhonda McClendon is doing her rounds saying hi to some of her guests at the Pflugerville Animal Shelter. Guests that could definitely use more room and new kennels.
Several of these are up for adoption now. We just don't have room on the adoption side right now to move them over.
The Pflugerville Animal Shelter can accommodate about 42 dogs and 50 cats at any time. But Rhonda says there are other challenges.
I think a lot of people think that we don't have a shelter or don't realize there's one here and go elsewhere.
Some Pflugerville leaders say it's time to invest in a new and improved shelter, but building a new one could cost taxpayers $8 million. Voters will likely decide this November whether they're willing to foot that bill.
I agree we need a new shelter. The one that we have right now is not very good at all. I think we can get the job done a lot cheaper than $8 million.
I think animals should be cared for, but I think maybe $8 million could be used for other purposes that might be a little bit more important, such as, children in schools.
This one's a new arrival.
Regardless of how the vote goes,
hopefully we will become a destination location to come in and adopt a pet.
Rhonda says her goals will remain the same. Ignacio Garcia, KXAN News.
The Pflugerville City Council will decide what will be placed on the proposed bond at its August 12th meeting. Voters will go to the polls on November 4th. To give you more perspective, several other shelters in our area are facing overcrowding issues. The Williamson County Regional Animal Shelter has been a no-kill center for 3 years, but it's struggling to keep up as the population grows and more pet owners surrender their dogs and cats. They're now considering expansion plans, and in Austin, the shelter that opened just 2.5 years ago has been inundated. They've put out a call for help several times now, relying on nonprofits, the Austin Pets Alive and Humane Society, for help. The Chief Animal Services Supervisor Abigail Smith told KXAN a new shelter in Pflugerville would help. Austin takes in many of the pets that owners surrender, as well as the overflow from the smaller shelters in Travis County.